Well, g'day everybody, Steve from Unduck's 4-Drive Touring, and as you can see, another wet start to a trip. Thought I'd start this one a bit differently. Hope you enjoy this one, guys, and we'll see you further down the track. Well, the trip started with meeting our crew down at the Central Coast. Wasn't the official start, but that's where it began, and we moved along and did a few little things on the way down before we got to the actual starting point. Well, this is our fearless leader. This is Matt. The rest of us are all hiding in masks. That's the fearless one. We're at Majors Creek Hotel where we're going to have lunch. That there is some of our crew who you'll meet later in the day. Or later in the clip. Who knows? I have no idea where we're going. We're on the dirt, so you've got to be happy with that. At this point, we've left the Majors Creek Hotel after a beautiful lunch, and as you can see, we're on the dirt. As I said, we're on the dirt, and we are using the roads less travelled while still in New South Wales to get down to the town of Delegate, which is our actual starting point for this trip. So, like a lot of people, I might speed this footage up so it doesn't bore you senseless looking at the dash cam the whole time.
Here I am on the run now, been there for way too long. I'm off to chase the sun now, for you know I'll be gone. You were the better actor, but then you looked away. I headed for the back door, no longer parted in your play, in your play. And all the king's horses.
Well, good morning. This is day 2 of our trip, but day 1 officially. And we stayed last night at the Delegate Hotel in the town of Delegate, New South Wales, which is pretty close to Victoria. This is camp because we didn't camp. We stayed at the pub. So, there's our car. This is Adam's 200 and camper, and we'll see all these as the trip goes on. Wal and Lou have an MUX, pretty well kitted out too, in the Triton, which is a little bit hard to see because of the way it's parked. We've got Matt and Kerry, and this is our trip leader's car. This is Tony and Janice in the 80 series. So, beautiful day here at Delegate this morning, which is nice. And just through there is our room. You may see Kaz through there. It's pretty dark looking through, but that's our room. And the main drag of Delegate now, pretty well walked out the middle of the road. Not much going on that way. Peeing around. Pretty well, not much going on that way. So we've got the sun flare. And there's the front of the pub. Hotel Delegate, or the Delegate Hotel. Very hospitable owners and a good feed. So if you're in the town of Delegate and you're looking for a nice pub to come and stay at, give this one a look. I honestly don't know if there's any other pubs in Delegate, but give this one a look anyway, guys. Alright, time to go and have some brekkie. And this is your breakfast room in here in the pub. So just the usual stuff. There's a fridge. Not sure what's in the fridge. Milk, your cereals, all the stuff you'd usually get when it's time for brekkie. So we're going to have brekkie. We're not going to make you watch us have brekkie. And we will see you later.
GPSs, we're actually running parallel.
We're actually now in Victoria.
We are running the border.
The fence on our right is the border fence.
And now we're officially in Victoria. We crossed the border.
And nobody was there to check us out to see if we'd been okay with COVID. Woo!
We've run. Victoria, here we come.
Tonight, you tried to aim your arrow, and so I left without a fight, without a fight. And all the king's horses, and all the king's men, they will try to find me.
So I quickly pull up here on the track and give you a quick look at the view climbing up to Mount Delegate. It's pretty specky, and we're not even up there yet. So that's pretty nice. Looking out over there. We get around these trees. I'll give you a look over here. It's quite nice, very pretty.
And so I left without a fight, without a fight. And all the king's horses, and all the king's men, they will try to find me.
If I have one, I'd do the same.
Well, here we are at the top of Mount Delegate with some of our crew. You saw Matt briefly. That's the fearless leader walking away, young Tony. There he is. He's the good looking one. This is Adam. He's got to be a good bloke because he drives a 200.
Probably the best.
Therefore, he's got to be a good bloke. And how high did you say this was again, Tony?
1308.
1308 metres. And yes, we are in Victoria.
I'll be down
So
no one was checking that point for COVID.
certainly not. And of course, being a big mountain, it's a repeater site. So for all the nerds like me, there's a tower. And over here, there's more towers. And here's a hut. So I'll take you for a look in here. And hopefully it's not too dark for you. Forest Commission. In we go. Fairly safe to say it's seen better days. But it's a hut. It's in Victoria. When in Victoria you go to huts, don't you? View through the window. So that's how we roll. Into Vic or VK3 depending on your terminologies. Now after I showed you all those towers, walk around a bit further and here's the sign, Mount Delegate Scenic Reserve. So it's not bad spot. And of course, there's towers. Who'd have thought it?
But they never will. They wonder and wonder. I hear every stand of all the king's horses and all the king's men.
This is Mount Delegate.
Playing at home, if it sounds like I'm revving a bit more than normal, I decided to put the vehicle into low range. Not because it's a difficult track, but it is a little bit steep and I'm towing, so I thought, why push the brake so much? So I'm using the gears. That way the car's engine braking is doing the work for me, so still have to touch the brakes on the occasions, but it's way more controlled than coming down here in high range and having to ride the brakes all the way down and getting them hot. So don't be afraid to use low range on dirt roads like this, because you get way better car control.
One look, the heat is rising, and I've been cold for so long. One touch and we're igniting, setting fire to it all. You know these flames ain't going out. This building is
Victorian High Country. First little crossing.
It's only a tiny little creek crossing, it's more a swamp crossing. But we're doing it. We're basically driving through a swamp. Cool. We've arrived at Wilson's hut. This is where morning tea is today. What a beautiful area we've come to. So I'll give you a quick look around it. Speaking of beautiful, there's Tony. Hey, how beautiful is that man? Do not underestimate the bearded wonder of Tony. We'll take you for a look at the hut. Just the info board here at Wilson's hut. Alfred Wilson and his wife Irene built this hut on Crown land when they arrived in the Bonang area in 1916. They planted fruit trees, pines, had a large vegetable garden and chooks, supplying produce to local miners. So obviously there's a lot of mining around here. So it's pretty cool. So we're in managed by Forests Victoria. So I'll give you a look at this hut. Nice campfire outside it. Let's see what we can see in here. Here's the hut. It's got a visitor's book, which I'll get Kaz to sign when she gets here. I might do it, I might change. So, just got spider webs, guys. So there's 2 rooms. Yeah, it's like a lot of these huts in the Victorian High Country. Need to be shelter if the weather's crappy. Get in here. It's got a fireplace. It's got some split wood. It would certainly be a nice place if you need it. There's lots of wood out here you can split too. So in an emergency, pretty well got all that. So, nice historic site. And we're not more than an hour from when we started today at Delegate. And we've had a detour up to the Delegate mountain, or Mount Delegate, and check that out and the views from there. So, it's not too bad actually. Anyway, I'm going to go and have some morning tea and we'll catch up with you shortly. Well, we headed out of Mount Wilson Hut, or Wilson's Hut, and drove this rather pretty looking track until we finally got to our first chance to flex the trailer. Not a big chance, but a chance nevertheless, so we'll give you a quick look at that.
For you, big dog.
Don't think that we can stop it now, 'cause baby our love is gonna burn it down. You know these flames ain't going out. This building is crumbling to the ground. Don't think I wanna stop it now.
That is huge, that tree. It's big. Jesus. Oh yeah. That's a big sucker. That one might be big.
I'm just hoping the leeches aren't as big as the trees.
Yeah, let's hope not.
Impressive giants around here. Beautiful.
I'll just come forward a bit.
Yep. Just a little. First problem of the trip. Little hole in the tyre of Adam's 200. We're going to plug it.
Just there, brother.
Jam it in.
You want me to help you at all? Pull it and you push it in.
Jam it in.
Ready?
You need another one,
Ready?
Get another one.
Got it?
Yep.
Turn, push it in, turn it, and pull it out. That's it. Pull it back out.
That's it. You want some scissors?
Nah, you leave it.
Yeah.
It wears off.
Yeah, of all the time they've had these Goodyear Wrangler MTRs on, he's the first puncher, and they've been on for.
Yeah, but they haven't been down here.
Oh no, this is all really shaly stuff.
Well, there you
They've
go.
been on for about.
So easy as that. 20 seconds, plug done.
Classic tree over the track. Nice.
Okay.
That's holding it up.
No one's been through here for a while then, have they? It's fantastic. It means campsite's going to be just us. Yeah.
Look, that's because Tony said it was going to be lunchtime.
It could be lunchtime.
It could be lunchtime here. You want to have lunch first? Let's have lunch first.
Lunch first, contemplate. Okay.
I need gloves up.
Cut this fucker off too.
Oh, the chainsaw's going to be big enough to get through it.
Cut it off, roll it, and then that
We've got a couple of chainsaws.
Yeah,
it'll fall.
It will do it.
well, it just takes a while to get through.
I'm going to be monkey now.
This is a lesser driven track.
Hey, you got a
Want all the blokes to be very aware of each other, what they're doing and what the decision is made, so everyone agrees on the same thing.
The monkey man's going to put shoes on.
We don't want any injuries.
Get down, girlies.
Watch your hands there, Walt.
Just wait 2 seconds.
You boys move another 3 feet, you're right.
And have you checked if it's got power?
So Steve, what's happening to you, mate?
Well, we've got a massive tree that's blocked the track and we can't turn back, so chainsaw out, tree gone. With major help from Tony. Love this man.
He's got 2 heads.
Had that for years.
2 heads. He's got 3 then.
I didn't grow up in Cessnock.
Yeah.
Well, that brings us to the end of part 1, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll look forward to seeing you all next week. If you did enjoy it, chuck a like on it. Really helps the channel. If you're new here, consider subscribing. If you do subscribe, click the notification bell. And to the old hands, thanks again, as always, for taking the time out of your day to watch one of our clips. And we will see you for part 2 of our Victorian High Country, the Tracks Less Travelled adventure next week. Cheers, guys, from Steve and Kaz at Mud Ducks 4-Wheel Drive Touring.